All right, well, here you go, guys. You waited all week for it. It's Wednesday. It is time for Scotty A. Smith coming in hot. Let's get it.
All right, guys. Listen, I'm going to dive into PFF. If you don't know what PFF is, it's Pro Football Focus, and I would like to start by saying I appreciate throughout the years what Pro Football Focus has done. They have ranked, they've applied ratings to every position player out there. They have gone and they've evaluated play in, play out, and they give a plus rating, a minus rating, and they evaluate players. And it's done a ton for, like, before that, we didn't really have a means to evaluate like an offensive lineman outside of like, oh, did they give up a sack or not? Or a defensive lineman. And like a lot of these positions that like you just didn't know how to evaluate, PFF provided you with this rating system that like gave the work to them and allowed you to understand, all right, this player's playing really well or not. Now, is the system perfect? Oh, Lordy, no. No. Okay. I'm going to talk about the quarterback ratings after week one, Chris. Not a big surprise here. I think people are going to be understanding when I think they're going to focus on one player in this rankings that I'm upset about, but there's a lot. All right. Real quick, Chris, player rating, their player grades, just to give you an idea. A rating in between 190 on PFF is elite. 89 to 85 is a Pro Bowler. 84 to 70 is a starter. 69 to 60 is a backup. And 59 or below is replaceable. Okay. So the one I really want you to focus on, actually two of them, 89 to 85 is a Pro Bowler. And 84 to 70 is a starter in the league at that position. Okay, so we get into the PFF ratings for week one. Josh Allen tops the list, 91.5. I don't have a problem with that. Josh Allen played great. They played really well. He deserves to be certainly like top 2 on this list. Fine. Kirk Cousins, 2. Okay, I mean, they put up 23 points against a really good defense with the Packers. You know, obviously he has Justin Jefferson to throw to, and he was open a lot of times, but fine. Kirk Cousins played well week one. Number 3, Chris, Geno Smith. Geno, we scored 17 points, Smith, and we scored 0 points in the second half, Smith. I don't care how well, like, who is evaluating it to reach the conclusion that Geno Smith leading his team to 17 points, 0 in the second half, and oh, I can go one step further. In the fourth quarter, they had negative 12 yards of offense. Geno Smith was the number 3 rated quarterback in the league this week with negative 12 yards of offense in the fourth quarter in a closely contested contest against the Broncos. And he's number 3. Okay? Maybe we should start to question our evaluating process. Number 4, Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill just lost at home to the Giants. No offense, G-Girl. But the Giants. You're up 13-0 at half because you're not able to plug some in the end zone like you should. You score 1 touchdown in the second half. That's all you put on the board. Ryan Tannehill, 81.1. So, by the way, I didn't put out these ratings. The only elite player was Josh Allen. Kirk Cousins was the only Pro Bowler, and now we're in starter range with Geno Smith, Ryan Tannehill, Justin Herbert's number 5. Fine, great, love Herbert. Totally fine with Herbert at 5. Jameson Winston, 6. I'm not that opposed to that. Like, he came back. He played not great for a long time, but had a phenomenal fourth quarter. You want to, grant him that and give him some, credit for that. And a week overall that I don't think quarterback play was that high. He was at a 79. Lamar Jackson comes in 7th, 76.8, because he put up 24 points against the Jets in a game where they had 274 yards of total offense, not just passing offense, total offense. Lamar gets 7th. What are we doing here? Jalen Hurts. Actually, it's a tie for 7th with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts deserves to be higher on this list, quite frankly, in week 1. I'm not high on Jalen Hurts every week or moving forward that high, but in week 1, put up 38 against Detroit. That offense was great. He was accurate. He got the ball out. He featured A.J. Brown like he should. Phenomenal week. He should be higher. Then we get to 9. The AFC Player of the Week. Offensive Player of the Week. Pat Mahomes, my boy, is 9th. His rating is 74.2. He's almost below starter rating. Starter is at 70. If he drops below 70, he's not even a starter level in this league. He put up 360 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks. They scored a touchdown on like every drive except for one. And then there was also a fumble on another drive that Juju had after a 19-yard pass on their first play of the drive to Juju, and then he fumbles. Mahomes was spectacular. He's 9th on this list. How do you not look at this list if you're PFF? And then Brady was 10th. And they scored one whole touchdown all game against an offense that couldn't move the ball, and they got countless possessions. They got one touchdown and 19 points. How do you not, if you're in charge of PFF and you see this list, how do you not be like, okay, we need to reevaluate? No, I saw like people went to town on the Patrick Mahomes rating, and all PFF did is defend it. Like, oh yeah, he had some easy passes on some of those touchdowns. And people were like, yeah, all of his touchdowns, he had 5 touchdowns that equaled 18 yards. And I'm like, well, how did they get in that position? How did they get so close to the end zone? Magic? Was it magic? Was it sorcery? Or did Pat Mahomes lead him down the field? Like, what are we doing, PFF? I respect what you've done for so much, but I now am questioning how you don't look at this and reevaluate at least your quarterback ratings. I don't know about your others, but your quarterback ratings are broken, and it makes me not want to visit your website one iota, because this is either on purpose to get clicks because it's purposely bad, or you truly believe in this, and then you literally have no idea what you're fucking talking about. It's awful. It's embarrassing. Fix it. Improve it. Agree that you just need to adjust it. Like, learn from your mistakes. How do we fix this? Because this, when you have Geno Smith at 3 and Ryan Tannehill at 4 and Patrick Mahomes at 9 in week 1, you're out of your damn mind, Chris.
I mean, Geno he's the best. He's the best of the best. I mean, what can I say? He killed it.
Negative 12 yards of offense in the fourth quarter, Chris. That's what he led his team to. And he's number 3 quarterback in the league this week.
Unbelievable. It blows my mind. I mean, I see it firsthand. Come on, man. I see it firsthand with the Geno Smith stuff, and everyone's like, oh, Geno looked fantastic. He looked absolutely killer. He did for a half. What did he do in the second half? They scored 0 points in the second half. What do we talk about second half quarterbacks? They're better than first half quarterbacks because they actually do stuff when the game is on the line, right? So if you were to tell me,
Mahomes is graded down because he throws to open players. And I'm like, okay, some of that scheme, but he also is great at finding the open player. Would he be rewarded more so if he avoids the open player and throws to a covered guy an elite throw? Like, it's stupid, PFF. Fix it.
So this comes back to analytics nerds. Like, the analytics nerds, take the analytics out. Like, sometimes I'm just like, there's too many nerds out there with too many analytics that you get too convoluted with all of these thoughts and all of these things that are happening. And you start overthinking things. You're like, oh, this number says this and this number. Just look at it at its face. He scored 5 touchdowns. He won the game. He threw that many yards. Like, just look
Didn't even play the whole game. 360, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Like, come on.
Pro Football Focus, if you're saying that you would rather have number 3 Geno Smith over number 9 Patrick Mahomes, like if you're asking anybody around the league or around the NFL world or anybody who relatively knows football, I think you have
on that week 1 performance alone. Just like I was told all offseason how the Chiefs are going to regress because they don't have Tyreek Hill, and now all of a sudden they put up those numbers, and it's like, yeah, but the players were so good. Like, his weapons are so good. It's like, when can it be about Mahomes?
Lions Den, what's up, buddy? How you
Lions,
doing?
what's up? Been a while. How you doing?
I was in Lions chat earlier having a good time. He was playing some Madden, but welcome in. Go give Lions a follow if you have not already. He is absolutely incredible with what he does with Madden and all the other sports content he throws out there. He works hard and he does a lot of good stuff on Twitch. Joker, what's up, guys?
What's up, Joker? And then my boy Mackie. What's up, Mackie?
Everyone rolling in?
How you doing? Yeah, everyone's rolling in as we're about to conclude, guys. You missed us talking about a lot of cosplay is how I'm going to say it forever. We talked about a lot of weird things tonight, guys, but we had a lot of fun and we talked about a lot of sports. But Mackie, thanks for getting in here late, better than never. Hope you're doing well. He's like, your Chiefs played amazing. That's before he texted me before the game, like, Chiefs. Actually, he's told me the Chiefs aren't making the playoffs and they very well could lose to Arizona this week. That went well.
It did, yeah. Let's in retrospect, everything looks, you know.
We talked some batteries as well.
Skydy will die on that hill that cosplay is pronounced cosplay.
Yeah,
he'll die on that hill.
I mean, phonetically, that's how it should be pronounced. I was an English major. That's not true. No one should ever be an English major. But I was pretty good at English. Phonetically, that it's not cosplay there. You don't spell it like that, and you don't get cosplay out of that.
But going back to your PFF, a lot of people, I mean, we've had people on our stream last season who was like, yeah, PFF is trash. And, we've been like, oh, there's benchmarks of like some interesting stats that they pull and some interesting rankings that they pull and this and that. But like, you take it with a grain of salt, right? I think this is more, evidence of that. You take it with a grain of salt because it's not going to actually tell you. It's just it's all statistic nerds that put.
I'm super salty, Chris.
Oh yeah, it's getting to a point where you can't always just look at these and be like it's the end all be all. You got to look at it with the big picture of, hey, is Geno Smith the number 3 quarterback and is Patrick Mahomes the number 9? Probably not. I think you would take most of those guys in the top 10 over Geno Smith. So, it's just part of it. So Elmo smells salt, says Reckonings. Football Wife says salt. Kyler couldn't study the playbook because he was watching all the new Jackson Mahomes videos.
Is he putting out good content?
Is he?
Because I'll dive back into that. He doesn't. The good news is I don't think he lives in Kansas City anymore, so that's helpful. I think he's out in like L.A. or something, where he probably belongs.
Go Vikes. Tough game against the Eagles Monday. Joker, that's our second favorite game of the week besides the Chargers and Chiefs. So that's going to be a fantastic one. I can't wait for that one. Jackson never produces good content, says Reckoning.
I mean, I won't disagree, but he also has so many people following him. So even if it's bad content, people still watch. Maybe he does it on purpose. Maybe he's purposely bad. That's next level. That's what I want to be, Chris. So bad that people watch. I mean, that's what like Skip Bayless is, right?
Yeah.
Like Skip Bayless has made it as being a Stephen A, my boy, my brother, at times is like so bad that it's good.
Yeah. Kendrick Perkins. I mean, you name it. I mean, all of them.
There's a ton of analysts out there that just say wildest stuff, like just wild stuff, Chris, that makes no sense at all. And then people get upset about it, but that just leads to more people watching. They're waiting for them to say something dumb.